Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Conqueror Contents. I am Black Up, your host as always. I am here with my co-host Phoenix. Phoenix, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. You sound fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
We are going to do a nice, fast. Well, we're normally fast on this show, but this is going to be extra fast because we were going through 2 weeks because we missed last week. I am also here with Puka. Puka, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you guys for having me.
Awesome. And you are joined with Mega Sheeps. How are you, Mega?
Yeah, good, thank you.
It is 2 a.m. where you are right now.
It's 2 a.m. right now, yeah, but
Oh, that's
you know,
crazy.
that's
I,
an hour earlier than normal, so
I
it's
think
fine.
it's crazy that like we got guests showing up at 2 a.m., but our regular co-host tech guy can't be bothered to show up on his normal time schedule. So that's pretty interesting how that works. Thanks, Yoshi. Thank you. But
I think
anyway.
if Yoshi was here, he would tell us that he's better than us and he doesn't want to show up to his own podcast.
That's probably exactly what would happen. Yeah, no, that's probably exactly it. Hey, I gotta say, I really like the name Mega Sheeps. Like, do I refer to you as Mega or Sheeps, or do I have to do like the full, like, should I just do the full
No,
Mega
no,
Sheeps?
I think most people just call me Sheeps, so Sheeps is fine.
Oh, I
But
kind of liked the
if you
Mega
got
that Black Up did though. That was kind of
hey,
cool.
I
you do
know.
you.
Okay,
I got it
all
wrong.
right. Okay, that's fine then. That's fine.
Address him like the British royalty he is.
Oh, of
The full
course,
name, yeah.
of course. Is this your first season, Mega Sheeps, by the way, in AD2L, or have you been around a while? Or?
in, Only in Conqueror. So I've been around for a while. I think my first season was like season 32 Archon League.
Oh my God, you've
So
been
it's
around a
always
long
been like
time.
the Archon Contender Warrior League, but not this high before.
Oh, okay. How's your first time in Conk treating you? How you doing? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's going surprisingly well. Yeah, it's been good so far. I think Puka's done a good job of carrying us, so yeah, that's been nice.
Excellent, excellent. And Puka, I think were you on Key's team in Champ a couple seasons back, or did you just stand in?
Oh,
Because I feel like you
I
came in.
was.
You were okay. All right, all
I
right.
I was I was on Key's team. I played mid. That was after like a 6 month Dota break for me, so I was absolute dog shit, and I made Marooney look very bad. So apologies to
Yeah, that was the
Marooney and crew.
you were on Gold. It was Goldfish, right? I think that was the season where.
Goldfish Gaming.
Yeah, I think that was the season that I played as Black Ops Angels. I'm pretty sure was the season. Okay,
Hmm.
that's what I thought. Okay, I just want to double check. Well, anyway, like Black Ops said, we regularly run very on time and never behind. So we should probably go right to the matches because we do have 2 weeks of matches to catch up on. I did have to skip last week because I was very unwell. So sorry, and I mean, obviously, we don't have another host that would be able to do this show without me, so obviously, we had to delay the whole thing a week, so
That's unlucky.
that's just really unlucky how that works. So, okay, so let's start off with Cult of the One Meg God here against Into the Bonk. Um, so this is game one here. Game two is here as well, but they played as a Targets Rehabilitation Center, which, considering what happened for last week's games, maybe that's actually kind of fitting. So, anyway, but let's start with this first game here. So it looks like Colt won this game. Black Up, do you have any immediate thoughts based off the drafts that you see? Maybe I can zoom in a little more.
I see like not a lot of synergy with any of these teams. It's just kind of like random heroes, but they're all very good heroes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I
It's a lot of
mean,
stuns, and that wins games in
I
Dota 2.
the
So I
only thing
like
I
it.
could think of for Colt's lineup is like the only synergy I guess I can kind of see is like I guess Kunkka Sand King Techies is like a lot of damage that you can throw on maybe one person if you land a burrow, but otherwise, yeah, I know what you mean. It does seem a little bit all over the place. A Bloodseeker here, that's kind of cool. You don't see a lot of Bloodseeker. Um,
Yeah,
I wonder why,
I think the
actually.
results of this show why.
I don't
Uh,
know. I really like the hero Bloodseeker. Just looking at the enemy team's drafts, like he has to. It feels like he has to kill like two heroes in his BKB. Otherwise, they're just gonna lose the fight. There's so much crowd control for a Bloodseeker.
Yeah, there's a
yeah.
lot of CC for that guy. Absolutely. I would agree with that. Yeah. It was a last pick, too. It's very interesting. I
Hmm.
feel like that's not a hero that you see last picked very much at all. Um, I wonder what the matchup is against Gyro, because that's not a like you don't really see Bloodseeker against Gyro very much. I feel like Gyro's probably okay with Bloodseeker because you can't really rupture in because you don't really want to face tank a Gyro Eggs, and I don't know. I think it's just I think it'd be a fine matchup for Gyro. I wonder what they saw that kind of made them think of the Bloodseeker, but yeah, I don't know. Mega Sheeps, do you have any thoughts here?
Yeah, I don't know. Just looking at kind of the stats there, the Bloodseeker has the most last hits. So it kind of looks like the Bloodseeker kind of just was trying his best to farm as much as he could. And I don't know if Bloodseeker was the hero I would have picked for that. It looks like he kind of left his team to 4v5 for a lot of it. So without actually seeing the game, yeah, I'm also a bit confused by the Bloodseeker pick. I assume it's just something that they've been,
Maybe it's like a
having
hero
some
that
good
they
times
like.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I will try to be quicker, especially with last week's matches, so I won't really belabor this too much. I mean, I don't know. It seems like it was also very one-sided. A lot of kills. I think Rat is a stand-in for this team as well, so maybe that's something else to factor in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people died
Mm-hmm.
though. I don't know. If you have a lot of like if you have 3 people with 11 or more deaths, it's probably difficult to win a Dota game. So I will say let's go to game 2. So that is this one right here. So Target's Rehabilitation Center. So they did get the 2-0 over into the bonk, looks like. Let's see, what do we see on this one here? Ooh, the safe lane of Baden really popped off this game. That's something I feel like I don't see as much anymore, is the safe lane of Baden. I feel like that's really fallen out of favor. I think Abaddon's really received a lot of nerfs after nerfs for the safe lane, so you don't really see it a ton, but yeah, he did really good this game, even with a relatively, I think, on the slower side for Radiant's timing, but that's pretty cool. Black Up, do you have any initial thoughts?
This is another game where I don't see any synergy. And if you pick a Mars, there's so many things you can pick to synergize with that. But they're just picking good heroes, and it wins. Good heroes win games.
Good heroes win games. Puka, what do you think?
Uh, Overall, I mean, I'm in the Abaddon boat. I actually like the hero carry. I think maybe he just felt like he has some extra stuff to dispel. I mean, yeah, Treant and Queen of Pain. So I understand the Manta. It just sucks that the passive no longer works on your illusions. So maybe there was something else he could have potentially gone instead. But I feel like with the blink and then having Bloodthorn immediately after that would have probably felt a little bit stronger. But I understand why he went Manta. TA I think is picked a little earlier for Into the Bonk, and TA is just a good flash farmy, kind of even if your lane's kind of hard, you can just kind of default to hitting creeps for a while and kind of catch back up. So I like that versus the last pick Bloodseeker from the previous game.
Yeah, I was gonna actually highlight that because I feel like safe lane TA is not something that you see very much at all. Like that is very, very uncommon now. I wonder why they thought to do that in this game as well. Um, I don't know. I don't really see. Does it have a good matchup with the bad? I don't really think it necessarily does. I guess if you're really far ahead, you could maybe like instant shot him before his ulti goes off, which
Yeah.
is kind of cool. But I don't know. I That's very strange. It's kind of back to back very strange safe lane picks to me that are just a little unconventional. It does feel like this team just picked like kind of more common heroes that you see a lot more, and then I don't know. I guess Treant you see a lot too. I don't know.
How did Treant fall to last pick?
Yeah, I'm really surprised about that as well. And I don't know what I'm more surprised about, the fact that it fell to Treant last pick or the fact that the Treant last pick lost the game. I think I think both are kind of surprising to me, but I mean, I don't know. I guess
Hmm.
these things happen. Mega Sheeps, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks like Into the Bonk did okay in the laning stage. It just looks like as soon as the laning stage was over, they just weren't able to kind of make use of any fights or anything. But yeah, I agree. I'm a little bit surprised by the draft order. My only thought is that maybe they thought the ABBA was a 3, because they're banning safe lanes there, and the Mars kind of surprised them. But even then, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it's tough game 2 with a stand-in against like what is quite a good team.
That is actually crazy that they were banning safe. Like, Abaddon as an offlaner right now is like the most cursed fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Like that, I don't think that hero can
Yeah.
offlane right now. I'm very
No, I think
surprised.
they knew, or they should have
Mm-mm.
known it was a safe lane because it was picked right after Axe.
That's what I mean, right? Like you'd think that.
Yeah.
That's so weird that they banned safe lanes on top of that. I would be really curious as to why they did that. But I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just the way that the cookie crumbles. Um, yeah. All right. Well, let's go to the next series. Once again, I'll try to be a little bit quicker with these ones here. So we got lucky number 9 against Yoshi's Enclosure. I think if I remember correctly, lucky number 9 really needed to 2-0 here if they wanted to have a good chance moving forward, which is what they did. So good job, lucky number 9. Um, and I think this is another series where Jack has played mid. I believe the other series Jack was mostly safe lane, if I remember correctly, black up. But I think now he's kind of switching to the mid here. Did you stand in
I
this
thought
week
he's been
again?
mid this entire time.
Has he
He
really?
used to be safe lane. I don't know. I
Oh,
thought had it this entire season.
really? Okay, I thought he was kind of okay. All right. Now wait, so you've stood in before for these guys, right? Like I'm not losing my mind. Like this is like the second time now I think that you have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you were in this game, so how did this one go from your perspective?
I legitimately forgot I was in this game.
I
But
did
yeah,
not
yeah,
know
I
you
just
were in
hadn't
this
been in
game either.
before. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. This game. Yeah, this game. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, what do you think about the lineups here at least? I mean, I don't expect you to remember a ton because yeah, this did happen
Good
2 weeks
lineups.
ago. So I mean,
I really like the Tiny Paws 4. I think that's really good. Good hero. And you see the synergy. We picked Mars and then we picked Phoenix. That's a good synergy.
It is. That's a very actually not even just that. I think Mars, Shadow Fiend, Phoenix. This is just a
Yeah.
general thought. I think if you give the same team Mars, Shadow Fiend, Phoenix, I mean, I like that's fucking crazy, guys. Like that's like the most obvious fucking synergy. Like all three of those heroes work amazingly together. I mean, I'm surprised that you guys got all three of them. Quite frankly, I think Tiny Four is one of those things where like pros can do it really well and it looks really good because like the repositional of the toss is always really good. But then you'll like watch other people play it and they'll go 1 in 10, and it's like, oh, maybe it's not, maybe it's not as good as you think. Did he have an 18-minute blink and a 23-minute arcane?
Yes. Yes,
What
he did.
what 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 happened there? Why did he? Okay. Anyway, all right. Puka, what do you think? What do you think of these lineups?
This SF build is sick, dude. 33-minute refresher,
Yeah, he was
just
going.
fucking balling out.
He was balling out hard. Yeah, yeah. No other defensive items besides the BKB too. Just like immediately, like blink BKB refresher instantly. Nothing else. Dude. He's just fucking. He's on top of the world with that fucking shit, dude. It worked though.
The Underlord at the timing that it got picked as well. The next three responses for their heroes, like I just feel like the Underlord the Underlord player surely just cried because he was just like
Yeah, you can't do a ton
against
about all of them. Yeah.
can't do too much. You want to be able to like root people multiple times over. Deuce doesn't care about Firestorm. And the Phoenix is just sitting so far back that they're probably not catching Phoenix anyway. So
Yeah, and
good
the
drafting
tusk.
response from the Earth. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good point. Yeah. Sheeps, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I know George is like a big fan of the Phoenix. I do think it was a ballsy pick into the Snapfire, and then they obviously pick an Ursa in response. But I just think last pick Medusa makes Tiny Pos 4 pretty tough, especially with the Underlord. That looks like it was a pretty good lane for the Juicer, and yeah, what can they do at that point? And I agree. I'm not the biggest believer in Tiny Pos 4. I think, as you've already kind of said, if it does well, it looks amazing. But if it doesn't do well, it's pretty pointless. So yeah, I think the off lane probably hurt them a lot in this game.
Yeah, I think that would make sense for sure. Yeah. I would also say as a last point, um, I'm surprised they didn't consider Jug instead. I think Yoshi said they were thinking about it. I think Jug would have been better in my opinion,
Yeah.
against the Medusa and the Phoenix. I think it would have just been the better pick. I know the matchup against Mars is like a little unfortunate because Mars, like the Omni will always hit from the front, which is a little unfortunate for the
Mhm.
Mars. But I think it's so good against the Phoenix and the Medusa that I think you just do that, in my opinion. But I mean, that's okay. They tried the Ursa, it didn't work out, and looked like it was a pretty one-sided game. So these things happen. Second game here, unfortunately for them, looks like it was actually more one-sided. So that that really did not Black Up leaving for IPA did not change their luck. You guys both played the same hero too. Very different builds though. I will say that. Oh my goodness, this guy went pipe before blink, whereas Chad Black Up here went Blink
Phylactery.
BKB sheep. No, yeah, as if the phylactery, dude. But yeah, no, I don't know. It looks like it was even more one-sided. So it'll probably be hard to even really comment too much when games are this quick. I feel like it's kind of just like, I don't know, it's hard to say too much. Um, do you have any initial thoughts, Black Up? I always start with you. I feel like it's tradition now. I'm just like, there's no way I can change it at this point.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, well, I showed IPA how to play Mars, and yeah, it seems to have worked out pretty well for him.
You
That
sh-
was, by the way, like third game on Mars ever. They just drafted it assuming I could do it, and I went along with it. And yeah, they won. Good team. Yoshi, I don't know who this guy is, but he got smashed. You should really look at these reviews and analyze them to like learn. You know.
I like that. I like that you're saying that you taught him how to play Mars on your third game only, and then he proceeded to do a build that's like way different than yours. I don't know. I don't know if you might not have taught him as much as you might think you did, but
I
okay.
taught him well. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. You taught him well. You taught him well. All right. Puka, what do you think? What do you think about these lineups?
Good lineups overall. I just don't know how to feel about Mid Tiny. I mean, he won the game. He obviously did very well. Mid Tiny just feels like it's so hard to get more damage on Mid Tiny. Like if you're not blowing somebody up super quick, like once you reach that threshold where the enemy team's not being blown up, it just feels rough. So it's kind of like a win more hero. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Mid Tiny?
No, I agree with you.
I think you're 100% right. Yeah. I was
Scale's
playing.
bad.
I was playing. I forget who said this. I wish I remember because I would credit the person. It might have been Hulk actually, honestly, where he said that like Tiny is like one of those heroes where I feel like it's really only good if you can like skill diff someone. Like if you're better than the team that you're playing, like Mid Tiny can seem really good, kind of like what you're saying. You can kind of snowball burst someone, but if you can't and the enemy team's just really good, I don't know, it can feel really bad sometimes, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Tiny's also one of those weird heroes where like his early to mid timing is really strong, then his late timing feels kind of weak, but then his late timing gets really strong again because you get Octarine and then you get that negative 7 second reduction on the avalanche, and then you have like a 2 second downtime avalanche, and then all of a sudden the hero feels broken as fuck again. So I don't
Hmm.
know, he's kind of a weird hero. I'm not too big on him mid right now though. I do think he struggles with pacing a lot. So, but do you have any other thoughts? Sorry, I know we've talked with Tiny there for a while, but.
Um, no, I mean it's a great response to the puck pick too, and then it leaves it in as a flex. But yeah, I saw it, and obviously he did super well. But yeah, there's just an overall question mark for me around Mid Tiny.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. I do think that Tiny Mid has extra value against Puck because I've played that lane a few
Hmm.
times. I feel like Puck gets absolutely fucking roasted in that matchup. Blackup, what do you think specifically about that matchup as a mid liner?
Yeah, Puck gets a bit roasted.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted the validation, even though I knew I was right. So, Chiefs, what do you think? What do you think about the lineups?
Yeah, I think just for Yoshi's, it feels like they kind of drafted themselves into a bit of a like corner. I mean, I look at their like the first four picks, they've got three quite squishy people and a Sand King, and I don't know who frontlines for them. Like they've got a great amount of damage if they initiate, but I feel like if they get initiated on, they instantly die. So I feel
Yeah.
like they're looking for a hero that doesn't really exist in the 24 pick, which I think is part of the problem. I think they needed to come out of lanes super ahead and then just be able to kind of run around the map, forcing fights. But if they came out even, which it looks like they did, it just looks very difficult for me, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. I will say before we move on, I just want to shout out Icarus here with this raw sheep stick. Nothing else, just tranquil sheep stick 29 minutes. I mean, that's like now that's fucking power, dude. That's really, man.
A man on a mission.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy is fucking that's amazing. I will say really quick before we move on too, I'm not sure how I feel about the Spectre last pick. I think it's easy to like obviously they lost, so like, throw blame on that, but I just feel like it's very slow when like you can see that they had picked the Tiny and the Mars and the War and like it was kind of obvious that they wanted to probably play a little quick, and I feel like Spectre maybe was not the right. I just don't know if it was
Mhm.
the right choice. I think I would have played something a little bit more tempo-y. You had the puck, you had the Sand King, maybe make some timing plays happen. I don't know. Didn't work
What would
out.
you have gone for?
What, sorry?
What would you have gone for though?
Let's see what was banned. Oh, the Ursa was banned. That would have been the
Because that's
obvious.
the issue.
Yeah, the Ursa being banned was the obvious kind of. That is tricky, actually. I guess I don't know what I would have gone for. I'd have to really think about it.
The Lifestealer, like in my head went straight to Wraith King, but the Lifestealer makes that
It
feel
makes
That's
it.
real
exactly
bad.
what I thought as well, or
Yeah,
CK, but the Lifestealer just beats you. So I do think that's what I mean. I
yeah.
really think they just kind of drafted themselves into a corner a little bit here. It made it a
It
bit
is
tough for them.
really unfortunate how many carry heroes were banned. Like they like actually, it's actually crazy. PL, Jug,
Yeah.
Razor, Shadowfiend. Like actually, so many fucking carry heroes were banned. That's
Yeah.
I actually don't even. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't even know what I would have picked. So because I don't know the answer, I'm just gonna move on and pretend like you didn't ask. So okay.
Sorry.
So
Sorry.
we got next series. Okay, we got Big Nickel Boys and Dr. Midas here. Um, Big Nickel Boys was able to take the first game. So I do you guys want to start off actually? Because obviously both of you were in this game. Holy shit, Puka, you went insane too, and you still lost. What the
Dude,
hell?
I'm so sad we lost this
Oh,
game.
Oh
yeah,
my
I got
god.
this is
five
heartbreaking.
agi stacks before 0-0. We first
Oh
blooded,
my god, you
and I
go
got 5
five
agi,
kills.
Yeah.
and we lost the game. I don't know. I'm just like a dog, and we lost the game. Like I don't like my item build. What is this Mage Slayer doing in my inventory?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We should have won this game, and
Yeah.
this is just the training arc. This is one of those games where it's like we had the fuck up. We were in the position to win the game, and then we just kind of especially from my point of view, I kind of puked on my keyboard, and then at the end there, and corrections will be made.
Yeah, we had a few fights, didn't we, in a row where our positioning wasn't quite correct and we lost like people for no reason. And
Looks
I mean,
like
these
this
guys
was a
played
pretty
well,
big
but
turning point right
yeah,
here. This fight, because you
yeah,
guys were up, what? You guys were up 4K, and then you got team wiped. Looks like actually,
Hmm.
oh, you die back too. So it was 6 deaths actually. That's pretty unfortunate.
was this just after Torn? Or was it just before Torn?
It was
I
just
can't remember.
2 minutes just after.
yeah, just after. It
Yeah,
would have been just after, I guess. So, and then there's another one right here. Actually, it
yeah,
looks like you guys got kind of wiped there as well. But
yeah. It was very close this game. We could have and probably should have won this, to be honest.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
that's one of the ones where you just go unlucky. And
Yeah.
just
I can
move
kind of
on.
see like the logic behind the Mage Slayer. Like I get it because they have a lot of fucking magic damage. They have a lot of magic damage for sure. I guess like the thought is that if you just don't get the Mage Slayer and you get a faster BKB, is that just better, right? I guess, right? And then like kind
Yeah.
of use that net worth for a different item. Like maybe even
Hmm.
like I feel like this would have been a good like Sanjin Yasha game, honestly. Like some type of like maybe a little bit more survivability or actually just a Scotty. Honestly, it would have been a nice Scotty game, like some type of
Scotty, Silver's Edge, even. I keep forgetting
Yeah,
that
Silver's
Silver's
Edge
Edge
was the one you were talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
puts the cap on the movement speed, and then also Razor's passive doesn't work, so I'd be fine to go on Razor or Tide.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, that would have been a good
build up
shout.
stacks on both of those, and then been able to chew through the Invoker and supports after. But yeah, just a little bit of misbuilding on me from my end, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, you did still go 17-4, so as much as you can blame yourself on that, I feel like you can also blame everyone else on your team. Obviously, I mean, these guys are all shit noobs. Clearly, no, I mean, no. I don't know, Black. What do you think about the lineups, though? Is there anything that stands out for you?
I feel like who's the top team again?
The top team is Nickel Boys.
Nickel Boys. I think they have like the perfect draft. That is like every good meta hero.
They definitely have a lot of meta heroes for sure. I guess the only thing would
Yeah.
be the Rubik maybe is a little not meta right now, but besides that though, they definitely picked like a lot of very strong here. Is this guy the Apples guy, by the way? I think Apples is Big Nickel, right? That's the mid that like seems to always do really good even when they lose. Am I crazy here?
I, I think you're right.
Yeah,
He
he
hard
played
carried.
Yeah, this
really
guy's
well.
like
He was the only
yeah.
reason they were still in the game.
Yeah, I will say like fucking feels really bad playing against tied fucking Invoker with the Exort facet because as soon as that Cataclysm comes
Yeah,
out, you just know you're gonna get fucking catted. And it's so hard to play around it because especially as the game goes longer, I mean, he's just eventually gonna land a good Ravage, right? Like it's just gonna happen. There's only
Yeah,
so
it's
much you can do.
inevitable.
It's
yeah.
inevitable, and as soon as he gets that Ags refresher you just know you're going to eat a shitload of damage, and there's not going to be much that you can do about that. Um, yeah, they had a lot of damage. I will say that. Like they drafted a lot of damage. A Tide, Lich, Invoker by itself. It's like that is a very deadly Ravage combo. Very, 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 very deadly. But
Hmm.
I don't know. I think you guys had solutions for sure. I mean, like the Centaur had a pipe. You could maybe ulti away from the Ravage. I think there was definitely an opportunity pretty equally, and I think the graph shows that. It's just, it just didn't quite work out. Sheeps, do you have any last minute thoughts here before we go to game two?
I remember this game ending in our high ground. Rubik steals my big snake. He puts it on the floor.
Oh my
We
god,
don't
yeah.
realize there's a big snake hitting our ancient for 10 seconds until we've killed the rest of them, I think, apart from one hero. But it's just like me and Puka left alive, maybe, is it? And then by the time we start hitting the snake, the game's over. It was
Oh
Yeah.
this
yeah,
was a heartbreaking end to the game.
you
It
guys
really
had
was.
2 racks. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh no, that is. Oh, you guys lost while with a net worth lead
yeah,
too. Oh
yeah.
my God, that is really
When we
tragic.
say like we could
Holy.
have and probably should have won this game, we really could have and should have won this game, to be honest.
Okay,
I
now
saw
the
two big snakes on my screen and I was assuming it was a refresher and it wasn't, and I just ignored
Are
it.
you guys gonna try this Magnus 4 again? It doesn't. I don't know if it was cooking this game or not, but
We had a lot of success with it in previous
previously,
seasons.
okay.
I think it's been nerfed a bit. There's a lot more things that can interrupt the skewer, and I think it's something we definitely can play and probably will go back to, but it's maybe not as high up on the list as it maybe once was.
Okay, okay, fair enough. All right, well, this game looks like you guys definitely got your revenge for sure. 30-minute
Yeah,
stomp here, like does not even look very close at all. This is another one of those things where we probably don't have to spend too much time on it because it looks like the only lane that won is Apple's lane with the Kunkka here. Once again, continuing the trend of doing good even when his team loses. Um, Puka, do you want to start this one off here?
Yeah, just a much easier like ease of execution for us. Where last game it was like build stacks up here. Want to go on this person first. Blah blah blah. Wind Rangers kind of like shackle and kill whoever's there. They picked offlane Queen of Pain.
yeah,
I want to say he didn't put a point in Blink until like level 3. So
yeah.
I mean, there was just like kill potential all the time. And we just kind of snowballed lanes into a relatively easy victory for us.
Okay, Sheep, what do you think about this game?
Yeah, I agree. I think um, the offlane Queen of Pain, especially, I think was tough for them, to be honest. I think me and Puka had 7 kills between us before 8 minutes or something across their lane, and it was it made it pretty simple.
Yeah, Yeah. Black Up, did you notice that I didn't start with you this time? I actually went with you last now. Do you have any thoughts for me?
That's crazy.
I mean, that is crazy.
I'm furious that they were able to debut offlane Quap for me, but in about 10 minutes, we're gonna see me do something even dumber. So
Okay, all right.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too
Yeah.
actually now. That's okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of hard to really say too much. I think that the thing with Nickel Boys, which we've said before, I think their offlaner is kind of their weak spot. Not specifically their offlaner, but just the offlane in particular. I feel like it oftentimes goes pretty unfortunate for them. So
Mhm.
I would be a little nervous picking offlane Quap because it's just a very frail hero, right? Like you have to be very, very good with that timing. You have to really know how to play it, and then you kind of pick the Quap off lane to dominate the lane, and then you respond with a Wind Ranger, and it's like, well, I mean, I don't know. You're probably not going to dominate that lane very much, which is evidenced by the 18-minute Mjolnir compared to the 15-minute Blade Mail. So just kind of a little unlucky there, really. But you had another really fantastic game, so good job
Thank you.
there.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's go to game next series here. I think we're getting close to the end of the week, actually, which is pretty impressive. We're doing this at a decent. Well, it's been like 40 minutes. Well, all right. Listen,
yeah,
you gotta take it as it comes. All right, Black Up, really quickly. How did this week go? I think you guys got kind of smacked around here. I think though.
our drafters mental kind of broke this game, and I don't know how exactly. Basically, everything was good, and then they first picked Quap, and he literally gave up. On the first pick, I don't know how it somehow broke his entire drafting strategy that they first picked Quap, and he let the
What?
entire bonus time count down before picking Largo in the last 2 seconds, and then
What?
just didn't he didn't want to draft. I don't know. I've never seen a crash it like that in my life, but that's what happened this game.
What? Wait, who's drafting
What were
again?
what were comms like?
Who's
It
drafting?
was literally just like the Quap was picked, and he's like, "I give up," and then there's just silence for like 2 minutes, and then everyone had to like suggest what hero they
Oh
should
my
be picked.
god. What the fuck? Wait, did you guys miss a ban too? What the
I don't
fuck?
know.
You guys missed a ban, didn't you? What the fuck? Oh no, you didn't.
No,
You
I
didn't.
think
No,
I
you
think you only
didn't.
get one.
Yeah, you only get one. Never mind. Never
Well,
mind.
right?
You're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're fine. Never mind. That's
yeah. But
okay.
it wouldn't have surprised me if we did.
Okay, all right. I mean, you also went 5 and 15, Black Up. What happened, my
Yeah.
friend? What what was going on?
We did not have any frontline, and I had to frontline as Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just died.
I mean, it was
A lot.
also very unethical of them to pick Safe Lane Razor against the Dawnbreaker. Very naughty of them. Not very nice, Spike. Listen, Spike, you're already a very naughty guy, okay, as recently. So I mean, I feel like this Razor Safe Lane pick is, very unethical of you. But all right. Puka, what do you think about the lineups? Anything standing out to you?
I want this AM hero to be good. I just don't think it is.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys picked SH. That is crazy to me. I don't know. That is.
As much as I want to like go AFK and farm and hit creeps and blink around the map as anti-mage, it's just like if I pick that hero, I feel like I'm griefing myself.
Yeah, that's very fair. Mega Sheeps, what do you think?
Yeah. I also just like its last pick as well. Like there's so many safe lanes left in the pool, which would have allowed which could have frontlined, and then the Dawn can actually like play as Dawn. So yeah, I think that.
Well, there was no drafting done in this game apparently.
Yeah,
Apparently
I just answered it, and I think
Wait.
that's makes sense.
Wait a minute. Black Up, what the fuck is going on? I'm actually just cluing that you guys went fucking anti-mage Void Spirit safe lane?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
a mid Zeus?
What is
Yes.
this?
Are you guys fucking crazy? What
Listen,
the fuck
what do you
is
do when they
wrong?
first pick Quap? I don't know.
Dude,
I-
Void
You just
Spirit
pick-
popped
you pick
off.
fucking
Look
Void
at his
Spirit
Void
pop
Spirit,
5.
dude.
Honestly, the voice spray looks good. I'm gonna try
He was
this.
doing very good on it.
What? I just don't even understand too. Like they first pick the Quap, right? So it's like, okay, most likely Quap mid. You respond with a Zeus, Like I don't even understand why you would do that. Like it's I don't even
Stretchy
think
doesn't play puck.
I, I mean there's got to be something better than a Zeus. I don't know. That's
Does game 2 get better?
No,
oh
no,
boy.
no.
Okay. I mean, you guys were bringing it
He
back
almost came
though.
back.
You guys
Okay.
almost came back. You guys, yeah, you brought it back from a 10K deficit. But I mean, all right. Well, let's go to game 2. I think there were some very questionable draft choices in this game, in my opinion. So let's,
Really?
yeah, it seems a little bit sussy to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, but oh yeah, it doesn't get much better. I mean, you guys made it a long game, but it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look that much improved, really. Okay, what happened in this one, Blackup?
Yeah, we picked more of a standard draft. We had one moment where we got megaed, and I think we were kind of making a comeback. I don't know if the graphs really show that, but
No, the graphs don't show it.
yeah, a little bit.
The graphs don't
No,
show it at all.
but I swear we were making a comeback,
Well,
and we
you
were like
did a little
about to
bit.
push high ground, and we were kind of like Ouch was pushing bot because they had mega creeps. I was pushing top, and then all of a sudden my team went high ground and took a 3v5, and they all died. And I think the explanation was someone said that they were tired and bored. So they just started a fight 2v5. I don't know.
Okay.
That was basically the end of it. I don't know, that net worth seems insane because I thought it was closer, but apparently it wasn't.
I mean, you know,
It felt closer.
it was a 7K swing. It was a 7K swing. So
Yeah.
I have a lot of just immediate questions here. So like, what was he trying to build a pipe at 45 minutes? What happened? Wait, you have a pipe. Wait, was he going Glimmer
Glimmer?
Cape?
Glimmer? Yeah, I
45
assume
minute
so.
Glimmer Cape?
I think he remembered he's a support and he should build a support item after his Ags refresher.
Okay.
Mm.
And you
That's
guys
my
went
guess.
pause 5 gyrocopter pipe rush 31 minutes.
Correct.
Like I don't understand what you guys do sometimes. Oh my god. All right. That's very interesting. I like the concept.
Thank you.
You guys went mid Skywrath as well. Interesting.
Good here.
Very
Against the Quap
interesting.
again.
So it's
what
like
was the reaction to Quap coming out this draft?
It wasn't as big of a crash out, especially
well,
considering
it was
he
a
had
first
the
pick,
option to
you know?
pick it and
Yeah.
didn't.
True. That's true. I just don't understand. Like, do you guys just like see Quap and you're like, what's one of the worst possible heroes that I could pick into Quap mid? Zeus and Skywrath Mage. Like, I don't understand why. I don't get it. Anyway, all right,
There's
that's
gotta be
fine.
worse heroes.
I mean, yes, there's got to be some worse here, but they're both so frail. Like they just get fucking annihilated by Quap with a rune. I don't know. It's so strange, but all right. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, all right, Sheep. What do you think about these lineups here?
Yeah, I think most of it's kind of already been said. I think the drafts again on helmets on looks a bit janky. I can kind of see how they can get things done, and there's definitely like a lot of like damage in team fights. But I think Spooky Skeletons it's a lot easier. It's a lot better late game. So yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's fair. Puka, you got any thoughts?
No, not too much. I thought for a second that this was a off-lane Abaddon, even though you had said previously that it was not very good. But no, I'm just blind. So
Well, I mean, it does say off one, so I could see the initial thought there, but yeah, I don't know. Triple S, they got their normal heroes. They picked kind of normal stuff. It looks like they were able to execute. So, yeah, all right. Well, that was I think that's all for last week. So now we're on this week's matchup. So that's pretty good. Unfortunately, it has been like 45 minutes, so we'll try to be a little quicker on this week's as well. But we'll do the best we can. So, all right. First matchup here, we got Dark Epi against. Oh no, I think this is still last week actually, right? I think it is
Yeah.
actually. It is. It's the last. Oh my God, we're not even done last week's. All right. Okay. All right. Well, really quick here, I guess. Peppa Pigs against Dark Epi. First game, very long game. very close. They actually won well down kills too. Printer popped off here though. Holy moly, 16 and 5. That is amazing. Very unethical
Last,
picking PL though on
last
last
pick
pick.
PL.
Yeah,
Yep.
that is
Yeah.
super gross. Very, very gross. Very good PL game though, I will say that. That's probably why it was last picked, because it, it is a very good PL game. Blackup, what do you think about the lineups here?
Show me this Vipers build right now.
The Vipers build was
Max Q.
he
No.
he didn't max Q
Against
technically. It was 2 points Q, and then he maxed the W actually.
no, not against a Tinker. Just go W. It's
Yeah,
better.
that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he double invested into the Q against a Tinker. That's very strange to me. I don't know why
You
you
can
do that.
dispel it with his shield. It doesn't matter. You can't kill him. Printer printed, Dragon Nest stuck in Lich Jail, and Milkboxy being a degenerate, picking Tinker.
Yeah,
That's it.
I mean that's a pretty good sum up here. I also will say that I tried this Viper aura shit. It is not as good as you might think it is. It really doesn't work. I don't think very much. The problem is that Viper's not actually that tanky on raw HP, especially against these heroes. He's not gonna
Yeah.
live that long, evidenced by his 9 deaths. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
Tinker laser pure damage does not care about your magic resist.
Yeah, you get lasered twice with
Yeah.
Ags and you're just dead.
And you're just dead
Yeah.
immediately. Yeah. So
Yep.
I pretty much second everything Blackup said. Puka, Sheep, do you guys have any thoughts here?
I just
No,
I
less.
agree.
Go ahead, Sheep. Sorry.
No, I just agree with everything you said. Like, I think the Viper build, it just feels worse than the Razor version of it at the moment. And yeah, Tinker just kills you. What do you do?
No. What if it was Blade Mail Heart?
Oh, the Wilson build. Yeah, now that is what he needed, actually. See, the problem is that this offlane Kunkka did the Blade Mail Heart, but it should have been the mid lane Viper that went the Blade Mail Heart. That's the problem here. Also, just as a side note, I really don't think offlane Kunkka's that good. I know some
I
people are
agree.
doing it. I don't like it at all. I don't think it's that good. I think it's really niche. Maybe if it can stomp the lane, it's okay. But you picked it in a time where you don't know if it can stomp the lane because you 14 picked it. I don't like it. I'm just being
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think it's bad personally, but
Yeah,
it's only my
I
opinion.
agree.
So this game a lot easier for Peppa Pigs this time around. 30-minute stomp. I like how many blinks I see on the side of Peppa and how many S and Ys. That's kind of cool. Just very nice there. Blackup, what do you think of the lineups?
Terrorblade bid. Terrorblade bid.
Yeah, that's
what?
what I'm seeing
Oh,
as
he
well.
did
What is
this
that?
again. Oh, this
Terrorblade
was the
bid.
game. This was the game they were talking about in Champ Chat. I think Odin posted like a screenshot of a Terrorblade with that build and just said like guess the hero. So I was like way
Yeah.
off. Like I was way off because why would I ever think that's a Terrorblade? And then I proceeded to like roast the fuck out of that build, and then I found out that Tommy Ruggs did it in the con game. I was like, oh, but I just want to double down and reiterate: this is a fucking terrible build. This is terrible. Please do not go mid Terrorblade and do this build. It is
Uh,
really bad. I don't like it. I
don't
think
listen
you're
to Phoenix.
griefing.
This is a misinformation. Terrorblade bid is amazing. However, Peppa Pigs did the amazing counterplay of picking Invoker, who does 0 damage, and when his illusion is cast on himself, will do nothing. So it's a complete hard counter to the hero's skill.
Oh,
But
right.
they also
Okay. Okay.
they also picked Terrorblade into the Invoker, so
Yes.
they knew that was the counter.
Yep. They did it anyway.
They also
Tommy
picked
Ruggs is
Terrorblade.
15k MMR.
They also picked
Glad he can
Terrorblade into
play.
like not even that good of a Terrorblade. Like I don't understand. Like Lich can burst you and control you. Rubik can burst you and control you. Invoker can burst you and control you. Night Stalker can silent. Like I just don't even understand why.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it was good. I think it was fucking terrible. But all right. Anyway, that's fine. Puka, you got any thoughts?
I like the troll Ags this game. Just you can offensively dispel a lot of Omni shit, and then you can also dispel corrosive haze from you. He didn't like pop off or anything, but the idea and the concept behind it, I'm really behind.
Okay. Okay. Sheep, do you have any other thoughts beyond
No,
just
that's it.
Okay. Well, we pretty much spent the entire time just flaming the fuck out of you, Tommy Roggs. Do better, all right? I don't know what to tell you, brother. That's fucking atrocious. You guys deserve to lose this one. So, anyway, all right. Now this, I think this week is done now for sure. I'm very confident now that we're moving on to week 6 now. So now, okay. Like I said, I'll try to be quicker with this one. Um, so Peppa Pig's against Cult of the One Man God. Um, so this first game, so this was the one with the whole drama where they wanted to re-pick the last pick. So Target must have I don't remember. Do you guys remember what they were saying exactly? I think it was like they had told him to pick LC and he just let the timer run down and it random troll or something. I don't
Yeah,
know. Um,
yeah,
little unfortunate, obviously. I don't understand how there was confusion and that redraft meant the entire lineup. I just don't understand how your brain goes there, but that's fine. I can understand kind of confusion with the word redraft. I kind of get that. Um, as a general question, though, I'm just curious what do you guys think here. Would you guys have let them redraft the last pick? Like, considering that this is now really close to playoffs, every win matters. Would you guys have actually been like, yeah, go ahead, let's do a redraft on the final pick, or would you have just forced them to play it with an offlane troll?
I
I
think I probably
personally
would have forced
probably
them.
would have just let them repick, because
Really?
like if you go up against them later, like in playoffs when it matters,
yeah,
and they correct that one error, then it's like, oh, well, we got the freebie and we beat you because you fucked up the pick, and it's like, okay, going into the next series, we might potentially have to play against them. All they have to do is click the button correctly, and that's just like a whole different game. So I mean,
yeah. I think if it's like within, the first 5 seconds was still in like strategy time, and they've said this is what's happened, and I think because it's group stages, because like both of these teams are through, they're just going for upper bracket, aren't they? So it's like call them the one that God knew that they're already safe at this point. Like both teams are safe. I probably would have done, but I definitely don't begrudge them for not, and I wouldn't expect. I wouldn't be like, oh, how dare someone not do that for me? You know what I mean? But uh,
Well,
if
okay,
this was
but
playoffs, no. I think because it's groups and it's like you're both already through. I think
I
that's when it would
think
be like,
the interesting thing though is that in the first game, right? Like now they obviously have the win, but at the time they only had 6 wins. So like it would have been a little dicey, like not crazily dicey, but I mean obviously, it's getting later in. I think that obviously they want to win as much as they can for sure,
mhm,
right? So
mhm.
I think knowing that like that's interesting. I don't know if I would have let them re-pick the last pick, to be honest. Maybe I'm just like a fucking asshole. I don't know if I would have. I think I might have done the same thing they did and been like, listen, it's close to playoffs. I'm trying to make upper bracket. I don't want you making upper bracket. Get the hell out of here, dude. Play the troll off lane. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bad person, like I said. I'm not sure.
no, like I get it. As I say, like if it was playoffs, I would have been like no, but it's just because it was like I'm just looking at Peppa Pig's situation. Like they already know they're through,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
group stages. It's an easier way to be like, yeah, but at the same time, I think it's a reasonable decision to be like, we all know how the draft phase works. It's not like it's not like the internet died on a mini seed. They've just run out of time. So I do get it.
Yeah. Okay. Black Up, what do you think? Do you have a strong opinion on
Yeah,
this,
I would
or
have denied it.
you would have denied it too? Okay. So you know what? I
Yeah.
feel a little bit better because Black Up's a much nicer person than me. So if he would have denied it, then I feel like I'm in good company. So all right. Well, anyway, I just wanted to briefly get your guys' thoughts on that. As far as the rest of the lineups go, Black Up, what are your thoughts on it? I mean, obviously the offlane troll doesn't look very good here. I mean, it's also pretty telling that he had to rush at BKB and it was still a 24-minute BKB. Then he did a blink immediately after, which is that's a little unfortunate. So I don't know. But beyond that, what are your thoughts?
Other than that, good drafts. LC probably would have done pretty good. It would have been very good against Windrunner, I think. Yeah, shame. What can you do?
What do you think of the techies build? Do you like it?
Moonshard, yeah.
Do you like it?
Not rushing E-Blade fast enough, unfortunately.
I'm really confused by like the Moonshard and then the
Into
E-Blade.
E-Blade.
Like it's a little
Uh-huh.
synergistic to me. I don't know. Like I think he did it
Yeah.
to like save people from the Wind Ranger, I guess.
Okay.
But there's also a Tinker in the game who wants people to be ethereal. So I don't know. I'm a little surprised about that. They must have really been struggling with the wind specifically, I guess. I'm not sure, but interesting. Puka, what do you think about the lineups?
I mean, yeah. Other than the unfortunate troll, it's hard to say. Just, did Tinker get to 25 for the damage or no? I can't see.
He's level 30, so yeah, he definitely got to 25.
Or not Tinker, Techie. I'm sorry, it's Techies.
Oh, techies. He did, but it looks like it was like he ended the game on 25. So I don't think he would have
Okay.
had it. Oh, it's interesting to note that they were actually winning a lot of this game.
Yeah.
Sorry, with the
I mean,
offlane
it
troll.
looks like they did much better than what I would have expected, especially
Yeah.
with, like you said, Troll going phase BKB blink. Um,
I think it's possible that he had a defusal, by the way, because when an item finishes like this, oftentimes it doesn't show the first part.
okay,
So I think
okay.
it is likely that he might have had a defusal in
Had
between
a
there.
defusal there,
But it was
which
still
makes
slow.
sense.
It was still slow timing, so that's the
Hmm.
point. Yeah. So sorry, continue. Apologies.
No MKBs though too versus Wind Tinker. I feel like you
They've
kind
got a
of need an
nullifier on the
MKB.
Chook though.
That's fair. I don't know. I still would have liked potentially MKB over the Basher on the troll, but that's just like super nitpicky, and this is me nitpicking an off lane troll that they didn't even want to pick in the first place. So
Yeah.
yeah, not too much else to say.
Okay. Sheep, got any thoughts on lineups?
Yeah, I'm surprised they kind of did as well as they did. Honestly, I mean, kind of dragging this game to 53 minutes with the offlane troll is pretty impressive, honestly. So yeah, fair play to them for that.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that for sure. I'm very surprised that it did as good as it did. I will say that I like the combo of the Mars Phoenix Disruptor. That is like a very easy to execute. I mean, if you catch someone in the glimpse, you're gonna immediately ulti. You can arena, you can egg on top, or if the Mars initiates with the arena, you can easily follow up with it. A lot of damage to pump into the arena, so I do like what they were going for there. Um, yeah, I actually kind of like Colt's lineup too. I think the mid Razor, I think it's looked really good in general, and I think that it made sense his build against the team. It just probably would have looked even better if they had a different offlaner. So yeah, not much more to really say probably there. Second game looks like Colt actually kind of smacked him around this game though. 40-minute victory on this one. Can I make it a little closer? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, closer game or not a closer game. Sorry. Shorter game is what I meant to say. A lot more one-sided. Black up. What do you think about this one?
I really like both drafts. I do think, honestly, I'm seeing like every time Razor's picked, he wins. The hero's so fucking good right now.
Except for last game, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we ignore that, but
Yeah.
you know, every
Redact
other
that
game,
one. Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Sand King mid, classic. Yeah, just good comp all around. I do like Drow. I think she's underrated, but this game she got absolutely clapped, so we'll ignore that.
Why do you think Razor's so good, Black Up? Like, why do you think it's always winning all the time?
Overtuned.
What about it is overtuned? Do you think specifically?
The facet where you zap every single person with your passive while you're ulted. You just go
Mm.
into a team fight, and if you don't die, you just hit every single person every
Hmm.
0.1 seconds for
Yeah,
the entire fight.
that shit's really fucking irritating. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing
And then
that
you
like
pair
about
that with Bloodstone, and it's over.
not the Bloodstone. Not the
Pair it with
Bloodstone.
Bloodstone, and it's over.
Oh god. I think one of the other reasons why that hero is so fucking broken right now is because there's so many builds Razor can do. It's kind of crazy. There's not really a bad Razor build. You can go safe lane, you could do the Mjolnir shit, you could do the Greaves, auras, you could be unkillable, you could not do either. You could do like a mix kind of. You could do like a Sanjin Yasha or like a Manta build. Like there's so many things he can do and it be good. I don't know. It's just I think it's one of the easiest heroes to execute with, but um,
Yeah, I think like as a drafter as well, like they first picked the Razor, and they don't know where the Razor's going to be. So it's so flexible, as you say, because it's got so many builds it can do. You can also just put it in any lane. So like their last pick at 23, like you can see the bans. They've banned a Necro and they banned an AM, so they have no idea where the Razor's going yet. They know it's not in the off lane, but like that's
yeah.
it. So it's so flexible in that regard as well.
It's also worthy to note that with the Tricore they picked in general, I mean, they could all play literally every lane, really. I mean, the
Yeah,
Sand King, I guess, can't safe lane that really much, but I mean, otherwise, like, I mean, it could be a
yeah,
DK off lane, could be DK safe lane, could be a Razor safe lane, could be a Razor mid and a Sand King off lane. Like, it's really difficult to know what they're trying to do.
yeah.
Which
Hmm.
I think, like you're saying, I think that's the power of Razor right now is that he can play all three lanes very competently, really. So I think it's really, really tricky. I think you kind of got to ban the hero. I think the hero's very strong right now, in my opinion. Yeah, Puka, what do you think about the lineups here?
I think it's interesting that they kind of first picked the Night Stalker, and then every pick after the Night Stalker, like if I'm a Night Stalker player, there's not any hero on Cult of the Mad God that I'm like, oh yeah, that's like the easy
Yeah,
peasy like
yeah.
target to like blink silence and pick off in the back line. Like it's super hard for him to find impact. He found impact and everything like that, but this is not, Cult of the Mad God did a good job like drafting to where they enabled their own lineups. They have a lot of circles and team fights and everything like that, but then also um, not easy for them to get just picked off and have the team fight be all hectic because there's a Night Stalker running around just chasing your supports that are super squishy.
Yeah, I
And
think
like the
that's the downside of the Frost Night Stalker is that he's a very good Night Stalker, and the reason they first picked it is because that's like his signature hero, right? Which I think sometimes you can get baited by that though, right? Because I mean, yeah, they did
Mm-hmm.
first pick it, and it's like, well, you're not really sure if it's a good Night Stalker game, and I mean, it's not a good Night Stalker game, like you said. It's really not. I mean, it's not great against Spirit Breaker. He could charge you from across the map, give vision. If you show up in a
Mm-hmm.
ward, the Clockwork's not fun to play into. You can't burst anyone. I mean, he did the Conda build, but kind of why is my opinion. Like I mean, I guess you can break the
I agree.
DK, but like, why do you need to only break the DK? Like now you have so many other things to worry about. I don't know. Sheep, sorry, you were about to say something. I cut you
no,
off.
no, no, you're right. I mean, my kind of thing on the back of that was the Knicks pick. Like I know, I mean, he's got great damage stats, but kind of
He's
the
a Nyx
same.
though.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same conversation you've just had about the Night Stalker, but they've like 17 picked a Knicks. I don't. I also like who is the Knicks aiming for?
Yeah.
Like I don't really get it, to be honest. I don't understand. I mean, they won their lane, which surprises me. Fair play to them. But yeah, I don't really get the impact of that hero in that draft.
How did they win that lane,
I don't know.
actually? What?
Yeah, I don't
It's a
know.
Nyx Nightstalker lane against a Razor? Was it? Oh, it was Razor Spirit Break. Still, though, that's surprising that they won that lane. That is, like, really impressive, because that is not a lane that you'd think they would win, but alright.
Mm-mm.
I'm very curious about that, but... Alright, well, I think we could probably move on to the next series here. Let's go here. Alright, so we had lucky number 9 into the bonk. I think both teams definitely wanted to get a win here, preferably 2-0, but it looks like it was a tie this week. First game into the bonk took it in 42 minutes. I still want to say into the boink for some reason. I don't know why. It's just I just want to say it. But anyway, Black Up, do you have any initial thoughts here? This is a classic Monkey King Ember uh, matchup. I feel like some people think that can go either way. I'm more on the side of the Monkey King. I think Monkey King should have the edge in that matchup, but I know some people think differently.
I think Monkey King should absolutely destroy that lane.
I know it's weird, but some people swear by the fact that Ember's like okay into that lane, or like it's actually playable. I don't know. I think he should get crushed in my opinion, but I don't know. It's
I
just
mean, he
my
can outplay the Monkey King, but God, all you gotta do is hit the guy 4 times, like,
I
and you
know.
win the lane.
Yeah. I think the
I don't
key
see
is
it.
to have the early aggression on Ember. I think if you can man up while like the Jingu is low level and the staff is low level, I think it's maybe okay, but yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with you. I think it's definitely unplayable, but yeah. Beyond that though, like overall, what do you think of the lineups here?
I see IPA taking the knowledge that I gave to them to play Mars again. Such a trooper.
Such a
Other than that, yeah, you got Icarus is very good Earth Spirit. You got George on the Lich. Yeah, it's just a very good team. Boink won. They actually had a safe lane Alita, which I think is very surprising. I don't see that very much these days.
no,
It's
it's
usually
very
mid on the
very rare. Yeah.
spot build. But yeah, both good drafts, I think. I like it.
So do you think because I believe is it not Fortnite Man that plays the really good Lena that's been winning a lot and like having really really good score lines? Do you think they first picked this Lena to kind of make them think that it's a mid Lena for a while and then tried to like last minute fake him out with the Ember pick?
See, that sounds like a play, but then they picked Monkey King, which Lena would do great into, and then they picked Ember, which Monkey King should destroy. So I don't know what the mind games were there.
Yeah, I guess it's true. That's
It's
I
like they
just wonder
outplayed
if
them with the draft and then went back and just made it worse.
and outplayed their outplay type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Monkey King was 24 pick. Okay, so
Yeah.
they picked
It was
after the
24.
Ember. I'm talking at my ass here. But yeah, it might have been a mind games thing going on here because Fortnite Man does play Lino like every chance he gets and is very good at it.
Yeah, he loves a nice Lena. I will say that yeah, you are right. Like I this team really likes picking kind of unconventional heroes for Nest Knight because that is another hero that you really don't see a lot of Lena safe lane. I think one of the reasons that you don't see it as much is probably the prevalence of Shadow Fiend. Like I think Shadow Fiend's just like kind of a better Lena in a lot of ways. Like they're kind of similar in a way. Not exactly. Lena's got more single target burst, obviously. But I think Shadow Fiend kind of
Hmm.
just sits back and just blows people up in like 3 clicks, right? Which is what Lena wants to do. So I think maybe that's one of the reasons why. But yeah, Puka, do you got any thoughts on lineups?
Um, I do think that Lena Carey can be pretty good. I'm kind of curious though, what went so wrong for the Lena Lich lane? I feel like that, or the Luna Lich lane.
Yeah,
I feel like that should have been a much stronger lane, and they lost the starter lane, but I feel like just spamming your Q off cooldown against starter. I don't think that he's got much staying power in that lane. I wonder what went wrong there, but because I feel like if Luna kind of came out of the lane much more ahead, this could have just been a very snowbally type of type of game where I could easily see the carry Lena just kind of like sitting there behind her racks trying to delay as much as possible while Luna's taking your base. But um,
Looks like they had a
yeah,
decent lead too, but 29.
I wonder what went on in that lane for that not to go as well as I would have thought it would.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I think that Lich might be my single least favorite Pos 5 to lane against as an offlaner. I feel like it's legitimately almost impossible to win a lane against Lich. So I'm really impressed that they somehow managed to do that. I don't even know how that's possible. I think Lich just press Frost Shield and you can't kill anyone. I don't know. It's
Hmm.
like fucking unbelievable. He just spams the fucking blast on you. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. That's I would have to watch that lane to see what happened because I think you're right. I think you could just spam that lane out. But anyway,
Yeah,
Sheeps, what do
yeah.
you think about the lineup?
yeah. I think to be honest, that was my kind of takeaway as well. I think both drafts are pretty good. I don't know. Yeah. I think actually I prefer looking number nine's draft overall. But yeah, I mean, fair play. It looks like the Ember just absolutely popped off and had a great game. So fair play to him.
Yeah, no, it does seem like he really went hard here. My only other last minute thought, I guess, would be uh, you got to be a little nervous picking these two heroes together because there is some anti synergy there, right? Where if you arena in his trees, you will immediately knock him down. I'm not sure if that happened at all. It's probably didn't, but you do have to be a little bit careful about that anti synergy. Um, yeah, that would be the
Doesn't the
only thought. But
doesn't
yes,
the Earth Spirit roll break trees as well? Or am I imagining that?
it does also break trees as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would
Okay.
have to also be careful of that. Um, oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna say is that overall, I'm not sure if I'm really that sold on Monkey King right now. I actually don't think the hero is that strong. I think you have to be a very good Monkey King player or like a very kind of specialist Monkey King player for that hero to look really good. I think it oftentimes is one of those heroes where you kind of need to have a really good start, and if you don't get a really good start,
Hmm.
it feels very underwhelming sometimes. So I don't know. I'm not huge on the hero overall, but didn't work out for them. But hopefully it works out next time. Um, I will say this time around though, lucky number nine definitely stomped them pretty hard this time. Definitely beat them a lot more convincingly than they were beaten. Um, Off the back of a mid lane Viper here. Oh, and a Cloud CK, a classic for Cloud. It went 15-1. Holy look at this based build. Fucking armlet into heart.
I
That
love it,
is
dude.
fucking amazing. Holy shit, that is
You just get
really
to leave
cool.
armlet on and don't think about it at all.
Holy moly. I mean, I'm a little surprised that it took 14 minutes to get his next item, but I mean, that is that is amazing though. Holy guacamole. Looks like it was, yeah, very one-sided. Never really a chance here. Uh, Black Up, what are you thinking for me?
Yeah, that Cloud Chaos Knight is very, very, very good. I don't really like into the Bonks team. I don't know. There's no beef. There's no front line other than like Clockwork, which if they blow up Clockwork, it's all over, and they can blow them up because they have a CK on their team. I don't know. They need
Mhm.
someone a little more beefy in that pause one role. I don't think Wirtz is cutting it.
Yep.
Other than that, though, gotta love the Viper mid. Best and most skilled hero in the game.
Spoken like a Viper player. All right. Best and most skilled hero in the game. All right. Puka, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the CK hero, especially with that facet, that it's like tiny but better because it's a win more hero, but you don't have like damage issues going forward. Like if you continue to be an item or two ahead, on like tiny, I feel like even at that point it's just kind of like it gets a little hard. But like break, like so the break versus the Muerta is like brutal. Getting broken on Muerta is awful. Even if you're ethereal and everything like that, he can just pull you and then just kind of ignore you, especially if you're broken. That's like more than half your damage gone right there is just from the gunslinger. I think that's the name of the passive. But
Yeah, yeah. Even the
and
silence
then
is
as
annoying
well,
too, really.
yeah, the silence is annoying for both the supports, and then the disarm is also super annoying for Muerta as well. So yeah, I mean, I really like the CK hero.
Yep. Okay. Sheeps, do you got any thoughts?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's kind of more of the same. I mean, we played George and Cloudy in the Warrior League finals last season, and we banned CK first phase in all three games. And I think this game shows why, because it's just very, very, very good.
Yeah, no, he definitely plays it really good. Oh, and you know what I will say once again? I bet you he got the Orchid in between these two items. Sorry. I just noticed it now because he got a 29-minute Bloodthorn, so he
Oh
definitely got
yeah,
an Orchid
Yeah, that's
between.
probably what it
Yeah,
is. Yep.
that makes a lot more sense. Um, but yeah, I think Black Up had a really good point in the sense of I don't really see the frontlining that much. I guess it's just Slardar. That's it. And I mean, the Slardar got so cucked he had to go a 28-minute pipe, which is like I that is not you don't want your Slardar getting a 28-minute pipe. That's for sure. That's really unfortunate.
yeah,
He doesn't really have the mana pool to sustain two crushes, let alone a pipe active on top of that. So a little unfortunate. Um, I don't really like Muerta. I kind of see the logic behind it because it's in theory it's good against CK because she can just ulti when CK ultis, right? But then once again, I mean, yeah, like if she gets silenced, broken, or disarmed while she's ultied, I mean, that's not very optimal for her. And she kind of can't really sit there and fight because there's not a lot of people that can CC or frontline for her. So I just feel like it was a little unfortunate. I kind of understood the premise behind it, but I'm not a big fan of it. So yeah, I think it makes sense that they got kind of got mollywopped here. So
Mm-hmm.
better luck next time. Okay. Oh geez, did I think I might have doubled up on one of them. Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. Let's see what series I miss at the end. So all right. What do we got this time around? We got Yoshi's Enclosure against Dark Epi. Okay, first game. Looks like it was a long game. Over an hour. Yoshi's Enclosure, we were able to take it. Okay. Wait, who is this? Andrew. I don't even know who that is. I think that's Bry Guy, actually. Because I think this was the series where Heartrun left slash got kicked slash I can't tell. Because that seems to happen a lot, so I'm not sure. But I think this was the first series with Bry Guy. Yoshi kind of went crazy though. Holy moly, 15-2 with the Weaver safe lane. That's pretty cool. And the puck went really good as
Puck did
well.
well, yeah.
Holy moly, yeah, really popped off there. Blackup, what do you think of the lineups?
I think Tommy Ruggs has one of the most schizophrenic builds I've ever seen.
Schizophrenic builds.
He
Holy
went
shit.
Kaya Yasha into BKB, into Refresher, into Crit Stick, into Silver Edge, into Arcane Blink, with the Ags stuffed somewhere in between. That's everything. He just did everything. How do you counter everything?
He was really accounting for every single option there. You know, he was like, "Do I want to do magic damage? Okay, don't worry, I'll get the eggs. I'll get the Kaya's. Yeah, he really. Do I want to do physical? Okay, I'll get the Daedalus. Yeah, he really kind of went all over the place. Yeah, that's a good point.
And it worked. So
Yeah. In fairness, he
Build of the
looks like
year.
he did a good job.
I mean,
I'm
he did
awfully
lose.
confused about the Wind Ranger build as well.
Yeah,
did.
that's the one I was looking at as well, is the wind build.
Yeah, that's really fascinating. Wow, that is really weird, actually. Wait, so I'm assuming you went Maelstrom first, then Manta BKB Wind Waker into Mjolnir Satanic. Wow, I mean, that is really something interesting there. I wonder what would cause you. Why the Wind Waker? I mean, I guess
Yeah,
for
I don't know.
Puck.
Just to break coil, that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, but you have BKB
I guess the
for
root
that.
from Underlord
Yeah,
too,
I don't
and the
know, dude.
silence. I don't know. There's a few things.
Ah, it is so bizarre to me, man.
Like
When was the
an
Underlord
orchid?
picked?
But he's already got
Okay.
Manta. He's already got a Purge and the BKB, so he's saying he needs a third Dispel.
That's what I
At
mean.
this
Like
point, I'm
he's
just
got
screaming
two
at my team,
purges.
buy a load
Imagine
of
if he
them.
went Bloodthorn versus this puck with no defensive items.
Yeah,
Okay,
literally.
but hear me out. All right, Underlord
Okay.
hits you, you Manta, and then he ults you, so you Wind Waker away, and then he Gleipnir's you, and you BKB out of it, and then you refresh.
Okay, right. Yeah.
So he's just
Right.
missing the refresher. Okay.
Yeah, he was probably
Okay.
working towards it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I think he was overcooking with this wind build. I also
Yeah.
will say it's a little sussy to pick wind into Underlord. I don't think that's a very good. And I know the Underlord didn't necessarily do fantastically, like according to the KDA, but it is so obnoxious to play wind into that gigantic fucking root. It is so hard, man. It's so difficult.
Mhm.
And he goes pipe and crimson, like he really nullifies your mobility and damage. It's not a fun matchup at all, in my opinion. I think they might have wanted to have maybe considered something a little different there, but yeah, no, I mean that's a really good shout though, Black Ops. Those I mean, these builds are very, I don't know, that's very interesting. Puka, what do you think about the lineups? Looks like it was always in Yoshi's favor here, but
Yeah, it without an orchid on on the Wind Ranger. I think it's so hard for you to find kills. Weaver just time lapses. Even if you
Yeah.
shackle, like if you don't shackle in full to zero him in the shackle duration, time lapse doesn't care. Puck, pretty similar type of thing. I think that there should have been a Bloodthorn in there, in my opinion. But other than that, I mean, pretty much everything. I agree with everything else that's been said. It's hard to play Wind into the Underlord.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sheep, do you have any other thoughts before
No,
we get
no,
into?
that's it.
No. Okay. My only other thought, Tide. I mean, what happened to his like? What occurred here? Like, Tide is such an easy offlaner to farm on. He seems very, very broke for a hour and 10 minutes. Like, I don't understand. Like, he ate the eggs, but then didn't finish a sixth item. Like, I'm so
There's no
confused.
BKB. Yeah, I don't
What
know.
happened here? Like, what? How did that even fucking
I
occur? I
I
don't
can
know.
only think that he's not farming because they're losing, and he's giving space to SF and Wind. That's the only thing I can think of, because
Yeah, I'm
otherwise,
guessing.
yeah, I don't understand how he's so far back.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing I can think of too. I don't know.
How do you feel
Otherwise,
if you're giving space as Tide and your carry buys a Wind Waker?
Well, this is what I'd be. This is
I'd
the
be.
conversation I'd be having after the game as well. To be honest.
Yeah, that's the real. I mean, imagine if he had a little bit more net worth. He could add like a fucking Shivas or a refresher or something like that instead of the fucking Wind Waker, dude. I don't know. That's tough, dude. That's really tough. I mean, otherwise, like I like what Yoshi's draft was doing here. I think they have a lot of CC and control, and I think they had a lot of things together that made sense, which is pretty cool. Dark Epi's lineup, I think it's okay. I don't hate it at all. It's a little unusual to see mid lane Shadow Fiends do the armor facet instead of the Shadow Mire, but I think it's not obviously make or break. I think it's fine, especially with the wind. I think it's decent synergy, but just interesting difference there. But okay, next game. Um, Dark Epi did get the win here. Still a pretty long game actually. Jeez Louise. Still almost an hour long. Um, looks like Yoshi tried to run back the Weaver to less success this time. Did not quite work as well here. I don't know what.
Safe lane Earth Spirit. That's all I see. Safe lane Earth Spirit.
Double heart, safe lane, Earth
Oh
Spirit.
Double
my
heart. Safe
god,
lane Earth
what is going on in this game? Holy fuck, man. I'm like going top to bottom like very slow. I didn't even get there, dude, until you guys pointed that out. And I'm like, whoa, that is like really fascinating. Okay. I mean, not to be outdone by the 20-1 mid lane Timber Saw. Jesus
with
Christ.
Meteor Hammer. I love
With
it.
a meteor hammer.
I love it.
Holy shit. Wow. All right. I mean, they kind of just fucking clowned on them, actually. Were they always ahead? Yeah, they were mostly always
Yeah.
ahead. Okay. How did this game last this long? I'm so confused. That's okay. Anyway, all right. Black Up, do you have any opening thoughts for us too?
Am I the only one who thinks that this is an absolutely dog shit Timber game, and he somehow like destroyed everyone with it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
dude, you're right.
really bad Timber
Yeah.
game. It's a really
Like, oh
bad
my
Timber
god, it's
game.
got like Warta just shreds him, and then you got like Quap, Night Stalker. Like, oh, it's terrible.
You know what's crazier though, Black Up? Look
So
when he picked the Timber.
yeah, I don't know, man.
He ultimate last picked the Timber.
Dude, he knew,
In a fucking, I don't understand why though. Like it's really not a good Timber game. Like
but it
I don't
is. He
I
went
mean
20-1.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean what do I know about Timber, I guess. I don't know. Like it's
Yeah.
clearly, I mean, I don't know, not much, I guess. That's I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he has humbled me.
He's humbled us all. Do you have any thoughts? Any other thoughts? I meant, sorry.
Um, yeah, the safe lane, her spirits, standard stuff. You gotta have a fallback for the
Yeah, yeah.
Timber, right? So
Standard stuff going the double heart butterfly on the safe laner spirit, of course. Pretty natural.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's exactly what I
Classic
Getting
expect.
kill.
tired of seeing it, honestly.
I mean, it's just see it so often, especially with the AC too. I mean, like obviously, it's just like fucking every other game, just seeing that. I mean, that's what can you do about that? But okay, yeah, Puka, what do you think?
I think that there's been enough said about this one. I don't know that I necessarily have much to contribute.
Okay, sheep. Anything else, or
Um,
are we cooked here?
no, I think my last thought is that maybe we're going to see Puka on an Earth Spirit soon. I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna copy the build, the classic build.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can move on because I'm genuinely so baffled that I actually don't even really know what else to say. Like I don't understand. I don't know how Safeland Earth Spirit even does that good. Like it's a Night Stalker Muerta lane. I don't even understand how he does that good in that lane. How did they win that lane? It's not even
I
that
don't
good.
know.
It's so confusing to me. The Timber's not even that good in the game, I think. They just owned them. I don't know. Skill diff, I guess. That's all I can think of. Oh well. All right. Okay, I got a lot of questions for you, Black Up. I got a lot of fucking questions for you. Okay. Hi.
You get one.
You guys got 2-0'd by the big nickel boys, Black Up. What happened here? Talk to me
The
about this
Sudbury
game.
boys beat us. I don't know. What can you do?
Sudbury on top, dude. I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
this team seemed a little not great, so I'm a little surprised here. So what happened here exactly? How did Changstein win the lane that have a 12-minute defusal into a 27-minute axe? What happened?
He did a little early fighting. Um, I
Okay.
don't think I was creating as much space as I needed to as offlane invoker.
You were off.
I just,
Oh my God.
it's yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little rusty on my offlane invoker.
Okay.
Um, I
Okay.
know, I know. I think it was Grok did the first half of this draft, and then I think Stretchy like ran out of tokens or something for it, so then he had to switch it over, and then Bing or some other AI did the second half of the
Are you
draft.
fucking kidding me? Oh my
And yeah,
fucking
the
God.
two AIs were not on the same page as each other, I don't think, and it didn't give the
Mm-hmm.
well-rounded draft that we needed to finish
Okay.
this
Okay.
game.
I mean, just to like mention, like you guys haven't secured playoffs. You guys know that, right? Like it's not like last season where everyone just makes playoffs. Like two teams are gonna not make the playoffs. Like you know that, right?
We told Grok it was an important game. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. I just want to
Told
make sure
Grok.
that's
Okay.
aware. So okay, well. I'm gonna fucking go on Twitter and tell Elon that his fucking AI needs a little bit more work. I think if it's recommending this line.
Yeah, except for the Invoker offlane, that was absolute fire.
I mean, it was definitely something. You had the second highest net worth, so I mean, clearly it was doing something good here. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Stretchy really struggled this game too. Holy moly! I don't think that's really a lane that he should be losing. Respectfully, that's like a pretty easy storm lane. Um, yeah, he just had a tough time. I don't know. All right, well. What can you do? That I did forget the lore about the Grok AI thing though, so that's really funny. I was wondering, I was very curious what this lineup was, but okay, all right. Anything else to add, Blackup, before I move on from you?
I think I've said enough.
I think you have. I think you're right. I think you're right. Okay, all right. Puka, what do you think about the Grok lineup?
Yeah. Grok needs some work. I don't know.
Grok needs some work. Okay, all right. Sheeps, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a lineup with 4 int heroes and 1 agi hero.
They're all
And they
ranged.
had last pick as well. That's what I just don't understand. Like I don't get the thought of, you know what we need? We need more int hero. That's what
Ask
we need.
ask AI. Clearly that's I mean, I don't know. I guess that's AI's fault.
Just-
I mean it's
I
just
did forget one thing, and that's Grok said pick Slark immediately, and we had to 13 pick it because it was like urgent.
It was urgent.
Yeah.
it said it immediately after just seeing Shadow Feed. It was like right now, all hands on
Yes.
deck, DEFCON
Yeah.
1, pick Slark immediately. Okay. Wow. I
oh
mean,
god.
oh, it's like I've never used Grok. Like, is there a way like can you ask why? Like, can you question it, or is there like, or
I
do
have
you
no
not?
idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Like
sure you
You
could. It
don't.
would
you just
probably
don't
just
question
gaslight
it.
you.
Yeah, you just don't question it.
Yeah,
Okay, you're like, all
you
right,
don't disobey Grok's orders.
okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, not too much else to add. I mean, you guys kind of did a little bit of a trolley draft, so I don't know. I mean, I also don't think I think Slark is just a pretty bad hero. I was gonna mention that actually when Puka had his game where he popped off. I don't think it's that good. I think it's a pretty weak hero. Like even a good Slark game is like I would rather a different core probably. And yeah, I don't know. You guys just kind of got rinsed. So what can you do? The big nickel boys, they were able to take this game. The graph, yeah, it's pretty one-sided. So okay. Well, let's go to game 2. Was there AI in this one?
No. So
Okay.
this one was a standard draft where Stretchy had each person just pick a hero at random and then would ban or pick it if it was that order.
What's
So
wrong
he
with
would just
you?
go like from top to bottom of our lineup and have each person pick one hero.
There's something wrong with you guys. Like actually. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what we got.
So
I picked
okay.
the Rubik, by the way. That was me.
Okay.
Last pick
Okay.
Rubik.
And you guys wanted that for mid this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like a reason why it was good this game? Mid?
I was thinking like, you steal Lich Ult, steal
Okay.
some other spells, and you beat the other team with it,
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I see the picture. I see the picture.
I can see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
vision. Yeah, you're like painting this really well, like a Picasso right now. Like I can definitely see where you're going with this. Okay. Um. All right. Uh. Did it hurt seeing Changstein go safe lane Pudge and feed?
No, I think we were all pretty defeated at that point. Our graph didn't work, and we were out of ideas.
Okay.
So
Grok. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So it didn't matter at that point. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Puka, what do you think about the lineups?
Uh, were you guys at least like like vibing in game, or was like
not at
everybody
all.
mentally
Not
okay?
at all.
Everybody was like okay. Everybody was like mentally checked out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I love how
That's
honest you are.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you guys with your next Grok draft. Hope it goes better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just checked out after the Grog draft, just like fucking. Okay, all right, Sheep. What do you think about this one?
I just think I've learned so much today about how different teams prep differently. And, sometimes, although there's maybe no right answer, there definitely are wrong answers.
You definitely shouldn't blindly trust Grok AI to draft your lineups. I think is what we've learned from this entire episode. So that's the takeaway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure really what else to add. Really, I mean, offlane bat. That's kind of cool. I think offlane bat is specifically pretty decent against the Pudge, which I'm surprised that you guys picked the Pudge for safe lane if there was a bat showing, because I think bat has a pretty good time there. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like you guys kind of just got kind of crushed this game. Hard to say too much more, really. So I guess we can move on. Better luck next week, Black Up. Better luck next week.
All right.
Now this one was pretty interesting because I think most people would have definitely expected Triple S to win this series pretty convincingly too, I might add. So Puka and Sheeps, I mean, talk about this first game because this is definitely the biggest upset of the week for sure. I don't think anyone had this happening. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we came into this because we had a stand-in on mid for this series. So I think we were probably expecting a 1-1 with that if we'd had everyone. So yeah, we were also not sure how this was going to go, to be honest, with the stand-in, but he played really well both games, I will say. Yeah, I think just draft-wise, I think ours was slightly better in terms of like the clockwork mid. I think I understand why they pick it, and it does a lot in terms of the early game, but kind of after after kind of 30 minutes, it's as strong as it's ever going to be. And I think, to be honest, like we just played really tight. I mean, this game, it was over in 37 minutes, but it doesn't really show how well SSS were playing, to be honest. Like they were taking some really good fights, and then we kind of had to dodge them for a little bit until we got BKB timings. And then we took one fight, and then that fight there that you're hovering over was kind of the beginning of the end. Every fight after that we took was
Yeah, I mean, they were
a
up
win for us.
5.6k at 24 minutes. The game ended not even like, or essentially 10 minutes later. So it must have been a pretty, yeah, look at all these deaths. Oh my God. Wow, they really piled the deaths on.
We were
Our
pretty
team fight
relentless.
was very good.
Yeah.
Once we had our BKB timings, and it was Sand King going in, stunning 2 heroes, Sandstorm, I'm flat cannoning, and then our mid stand-in, credit to him, kind of played sacrificial, just would kind of, until he got BKB, he kind of would just go in, presses shard on like 1 or 2 heroes, and then kind of die after that. But the Sand King and my BKB timing, I think
Yeah.
that's 21 and 24. It's kind of like after that point, things just started
Yeah.
to get much easier. I had baby crit in there before the ags, but
Okay. Yeah.
We also had really good sustain as well. So like we never had to leave. So that's why like the kills are so high, because we're taking a fight, we're taking an objective, and we're just going straight to the next one. So we're just constantly at full health the whole time.
Okay. Yeah. Black Up, do you got any thoughts before I give mine?
I can't believe a Clockwork drew mid against Slardar. That's crazy.
Who do you think should have
What
won?
does Clockwork do? Does Slardar? Slardar just hits you. What does the Clockwork do?
Well, I think if you're good with the cogs, you can like burn the mana, right, out of the
Yeah, that's
slaughter,
all you can do.
and then he can't crush you, I guess, right? But
Yes.
I know what you mean, though. You'd think that the slaughter might have a even better time, for sure, right?
For sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Against
Mhm.
melee? Yeah, he's usually great.
What are your thoughts on this
I will
clock
say
mid?
that
Or Sheep, go
On
ahead.
the what, sir?
sorry, I will just say that like the Slardar, he was kind of put on the Slardar. I don't necessarily know if he wanted the Slardar. So
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It was like a forced
yeah.
thing.
And he
Yeah.
did it really well, in fairness to him. So
Yeah. Black Up, I was gonna say, what are your thoughts on Clockwork mid?
I really like it. I played it a few times back when the Q actually hurt creeps. Since then, I don't know. It's hard to farm on him now. He can go, he can roam, he can get kills, but if you fall behind, I don't know how you get back.
Okay. Well, yeah, I got a couple thoughts here. First thought that I have is, what the fuck are you doing, Spike? I mean, like, just being honest here. Like, I mean, like, you picking a Clockwork mid, which is like, I don't know. I know this is like a Cali hero. I don't think this is a good mid laner. I think that you're kind of trolling a bit if you do this. I don't think it's good. I think that, like Black Up said, it was okay back when you could farm better on it. You can't really farm on it. I mean, what did it do this game? It had a fucking blade mail spirit vessel at 22 minutes. Like, I don't understand why you would do this. I don't think it's good. I think they lacked damage as well. Like, you picked this Mars arena, right, to like simplify your game. I think that Mars is great with that. You throw the arena and then you throw damage in, except you don't have any damage to throw in the arena. There's no damage heroes because you have a clock mid. I don't know. I don't think it was. I don't like what they were doing here. I like the tree. I think the tree is fine. I think it's really despair to see 11-minute arcane boots into a 30-minute blink. That is like, I mean, that is really sad. That's really sad. I mean, that could happen with tree though, right? Like, I mean, tree 5, like
Mhm.
100%, that could absolutely happen. I don't know. I don't like what they were doing here though. I don't think it's that great. I think maybe they were a little overconfident in this game or something. I don't know. Maybe an off day too at the office because only Anik seemed like he was really popping off. I don't know, but I just think the draft is just so weird. Like normally Spooky Scary has like very stable drafts, but I don't see what they were going for here. I don't know. They're very
Yeah.
strange.
Spike, post in Conch chat and tell us what you're trying to do, okay?
Yeah. I mean they don't lose drafts, so I'm very confused by by what happened here. Because if this isn't a lost draft, I don't know what is. I don't know. I think it's I don't know. Even Mars into Undying, like that's so unfortunate because the Tombstone, like anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Point is,
They
very
also
strange.
first phase banned Bloodseeker, which
that did surprise us. Yeah.
yeah, we were kind of confused on what they were going to pick
Oh,
because they were banning Bloodseeker.
I think I know why, guys. Obviously, because if you're gonna pick Clockwork Mid, you obviously
Yes.
don't want the clock to get ruptured, right? Because then he
Of
can't
course,
hook
right.
away. So it actually makes
Mhm.
perfect. They were protecting the 23 pick clock mid. Obviously, guys, come on.
Yeah,
But
it's
all's
coming down
that
the
to say,
pipeline.
all's that to say, I'm not taking anything away from Mice. It looks like they played very well. Puga, you've had some great stat lines here last 2 weeks. Holy moly, you were like cooking over there. I will say that. Very impressive. Looks like you guys
Gotta
took
get
care of
informed.
business this second game too, really, really easily, really convincingly. So, oh my God, your mid went insano this game.
Yeah, he pops off this game. He
Holy
really.
shit!
Yeah.
And he did the old build, like the not as conventional one now with the this entropy. So that's really,
Yeah.
really, really cool stuff to see. Um, yeah, I mean, against the Storm, I could see Lesh kind of doing pretty good in that matchup. I think it's kind of skill based, but Storm's pretty slow. Lesh is pretty fast. Edict hurts a lot. Um, yeah. Okay. Actually, what's your thoughts on this Greaves build on Storm Blackup?
I don't get it, but at the same time, I'm sure it's easy. You know, instead of having like a soul ring that hurts you, you have greaves that just heal you and give you mana. So I don't know. It's probably fine, but it's expensive and it delays your Kaya, it delays your Witchblade or wherever the hell you're going. So I'm sure pros do it for a reason, but I don't think I like it.
See, that's my thought. Is that I think pros do it because they can utilize it better. I guess. I don't know if I like when non-pros do it because, like you said, it's very expensive. It doesn't really do a ton besides just, I mean, it does heal and give mana, and the dispel is nice, but if you aren't specifically getting it for like a very important dispel, I just think I'd rather see a traditional storm build. Honestly, I think I'd rather see like a Treads Yashakaya or like not Yashakaya, Kaya Sanj, sorry, or like a BKB. Like I would rather have seen something like that than the Greaves. I feel like a lot of times I see these Greaves on these mids. It just doesn't work very well. Um, I do like the lineup from Triple S more though. This is a more traditional Triple S lineup, so it seems more like what they would do. But you guys still beat it. So Puka Sheep, do you guys want to talk about this one?
Yeah, I think this one, the ABBA safe lane really kind of threw them. It meant that we won top lane super hard. I mean, we were into the Jakiro Sand King, and to be honest, we were expecting them to put the Jakiro like swap the lanes as soon as they saw that, but for some reason they left them in there, and yeah, we really kind of won that lane. And then yeah, I mean we won every lane, and this one was quite convincing, to be honest. It felt pretty convincing. The Storm, I agree with you. The Storm really needed a BKB. We don't have a single like guaranteed stun for the Storm, and
Yeah.
we were able to like get a lot on him. I mean, we've got Cookie, we've got Lesh stun, and we've got Tusk. That's all we had lockdown wise. So I think the Greaves build helped us a lot because it just meant that we were able to kill him much more than we probably should have been able to. But yeah, this game one was very tight. Game two didn't ever feel that tight, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the BKB thing is good. Is a really good point. Yeah, like if he just had a faster BKB, I don't know what you guys would have done to that guy. I think he would have had a pretty good time. But Puka, you got any thoughts to add on?
Yeah, I think we had both games we had a very clear kind of idea of what we wanted to do with our drafts, and then our item timings we played around really well compared to previous weeks. Like at 22 minutes, my Veno has Greaves and Pipe, and at 22 minutes they're getting their Greaves, and then Sand King's like getting his Ags, and it just kind of like negates a majority. Storm has no damage because he's got the Greaves, and then Sand King can come in and ulti and uh, get his axe to proc on everybody, but then we just kind of like Greaves and pipe it off and Abaddon shield, whatever else, and we're not really too fussed about it. So I think that our item builds were really good into their draft, and then we played around our items really well. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I would agree with that. Offlane Vino too. It's not something you see a ton. I'm a little surprised by it too, because normally when I see the offlane Vino, it's like if it counters something, but I don't really see what it's countering this game. Was there a reason behind the Veno?
We've played the Tusk Venno lane into a Weaver before,
Okay.
and you would think it would lose, and it doesn't. That's seriously why. Like it says lost, but that's because there was a lot of fighting being pushed onto that lane because the Jakiro was forced to move bot. So it says lost, but at 6 minutes they were ahead.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Black Up, do you have any thoughts about the lineups at all?
The only complaint I have is with the guy who did the absolute best in the game. I think the Lesh should have gone the blue facet. It is so much better into Storm and Lane, and I think it's just better overall right now. Even though the guy absolutely went crazy.
Pops off. He did so well.
I still think it would be better to go the other one.
I do really like the blue facet. I was doing the blue facet before the blue facet was cool. I just want that known. So I love the building.
Pioneer.
I am.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Absolutely. So I feel like I missed one of the matches. Which one did I miss? I did this one. I did this one. I did this one. Did I miss one? Am I crazy? Maybe I didn't miss one.
No, I think we did them all.
Oh
I think
my-
we did all of these.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe it
Never
was
mind.
week 1. I don't know.
Anyway, well, you know what? I'm actually the best, so that's fine. All right. Well, it's definitely been going on a while, so let's quickly do predictions. Obviously, this is do or die time now. I think Conk's in a pretty interesting time here because obviously you really don't know who's not gonna make it. I mean, there's so many different possibilities here. I think it'll be very fascinating to see what happens. The only people I think that are kind of guaranteed right now for sure is the Peppa Pigs and the Triple S. They're definitely in for sure. Even upper brackets is unknown really because the three-way tie. But anywho, Black Up, who do you think's gonna win between Peppa Pigs and Yoshi's Enclosure? Considering that Yoshi's Enclosure needs, I mean, really, they need at least one win for sure to try to make it, right? They have to get a win, preferably two. And I think they got the hardest draw. So I feel bad for them. That is a really unlucky draw.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a tiebreaker, right? Because if there's 5 teams at 5 wins, am I reading that right?
Yeah.
No, there's actually 4.
No,
Oh no,
there's
there is
five.
5.
There's five.
Okay.
There's five at five.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, I don't know. It could be that if there's 2-2-0s in those brackets,
Yeah.
that 3 teams will be left with 5 wins. So it's possible they don't need a win, but it's very unlikely.
Well, but wouldn't three teams need to get 2-0'd for them to not
Yes,
care? Yeah, it would have to be
but
a
it could be
3-2.
another team that's not 5 wins
Well,
that gets 2-0'd.
okay, yeah. But the point is that it's pretty unlikely. That's the point. Is
Yes.
that they're
Yes.
definitely going to want to get at least one win, preferably two, and it's a very tough draw, right? So that is the unfortunate thing. But yeah, what do you think's going to happen though? What's your prediction here?
I do think Peppa Pigs will 2-0.
Yeah,
They've been too good this season.
I'm gonna say that they're going to 2-0 as well. I think they've looked very good. Sheep, what do you think?
Yeah, I unfortunately also think 2-0 as well.
Okay, Puka, what do you think?
I'm in the 2-0 boat as well.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I think that they might just be out, honestly, unless these unique results happen. I think that this might be the end of Yoshi's Enclosure this season. I think they might be getting cooked here. So that's
Yeah, if only someone from Yoshi's Enclosure was on the show to defend them.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. I mean, the only good thing is that maybe Yoshi will have more time for the show now that he won't be in his enclosure anymore, potentially. So, now we got Dark Epi against Bonk the Nexus. Um, I think this is an interesting one. I guess this is one of the most even of the 5-5 matchups, right? I mean, they both do only have the 5 wins, and I think both teams have looked pretty equal in skill just across the weeks too. I think this is going to be a pretty competitive one. Um, that's tricky. I think Bonk the Nexus might 2-0. I think that's going to be my take to start. Black up, what do you think?
I think Dark Appy's gonna 2-0.
Wow, okay, you're like we're complete
That
polar
Root
fucking
Spirit
opposites, eh?
carry was the fucking greatest thing I've ever seen, and they are
He
gonna
did
win
pop off,
everything.
dude. He did
It's
pop
so
off.
good.
That's true. That's true. So my logic is that I think if Bonk the Nexus just do not like really weird carry picks for Nest Knight, like I'm thinking like the Storm, the Muerta, the Bloodseed. Like I think if he just does like a normal pick, I think that they can. I think they can do it. I think that's my take here. But Sheep, what do you think?
I think 1-1 because I think 6 wins guarantees you at least tiebreaker for staying in. So I
Is that
think
right?
1-1. I think these two, yeah, because these two are both on 5 wins, and then Lucky Number Nine and Helmets On are both on 5 wins as well.
Yeah, but
So
if
that them two kind of if Lucky Number Nine wins 2-0, for example,
yeah,
then that means Helmets
Wipes out.
On's out.
right.
So a 1-1 from both teams would put them all on 6 wins. It doesn't matter. 6 wins
Oh
guarantees
yeah,
you at
you're
least
right. Yeah,
tiebreaker.
yeah,
So
I see what you're saying.
so
Yeah.
I do
Okay.
think, and I agree. I think this one is more even. So I think this one's probably a 1-1.
Okay. Fair enough. Puka, what do you think?
I think I'm also going 1-1 because I think that there will be one of the games where they put Nest Knight on a funky hero, and it's not going to pin
Yeah.
out the way that they'd like it to. Um, but it's either going to be that the funky hero pans out the way that it is, and the regular hero doesn't, or the other way around. So that's why I feel like it's going to be a 1-1.
Okay. Fair enough. Now we got the Sudbury boys against Triple S. Black Up. What are you thinking here?
1-1. Sudbury
You're
boys are gonna pull one out.
you're fucking crazy. No, no, no. Triple S is gonna 2-0 them very easily. I think, in my opinion. Sheep, what do you think?
Yeah, I think 2-0 for Triple S as well.
Okay. Puka, what do you think?
Going into it, I also thought Triple S would 2-0.
Okay. All right. Now we got Cult of the One Mag God against Dr. Midas. I think this is in like this is going to be for upper bracket hopes, obviously. I think these teams are actually pretty close. I think going into it, I was maybe lower on Dr. Midas than I should have been. I was not familiar with your guys' game here, I will say. Especially your carry performances have been very impressive actually. So I think it'll be interesting to see how this goes this week. Um, I think I might go tie. I know that's kind of like the cheap way out, but I think a tie is reasonable. Black Up, what do you think?
I think Dr. Midas is on a hot streak right now, but I just have the feeling that Fatality is going to absolutely pull one out of his hat and make it 2-0.
Okay, you're thinking the 2-0. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I'm sure from the purely unbiased point of views of the two Dr. Midas players, what do you guys think is going to happen?
Um,
Um,
my
Go on,
gut
Puka.
is also telling me 1-1, but
Yeah,
What?
as
mine is
long
as
as
well.
I'm
Mine
as
is
long
as
as
well.
I'm
Yeah.
playing, I don't think I've played the same hero twice across any game. So as long as I'm playing a new hero in these 2 games, then I think we'll be happy with that.
I
Okay.
think there will definitely be one of the two drafts in these games where I miss something because it's 3 in the morning, and the other one will be fine. So I also think 1-1. So
Okay. All
I
right.
I gotta say, guys, it's kind of a bad luck to not rep your team
Yeah, I
in the
can't believe
contents.
that's crazy. I mean, everyone that
Yeah.
comes on the
We're just humble.
contents regularly reps their team and thinks that their team's gonna win. So that's pretty crazy that you wouldn't do that.
We're
But
just humble and realistic, down to earth people.
that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Well, to round it out here, this is the last 5-5 matchup. This is so I feel like I'm the big loser here because I wanted both of these teams in play. Like the fact that the fact that my friends on both of these teams, someone's getting heartbroken here, is just so sad. And I'm the person getting heartbroken. It's me. Spoiler alert. I'm getting heartbroken. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. I think fuck, I don't even know what to say. Someone else start. Puka, what do you think's gonna happen? Lucky number 9 against
I think
helmets on.
I think if Grok is on a good one, it's 2-0 to Grok and crew, but otherwise I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Leaning 1-1.
Leaning
Uh,
1-1.
Yeah, I'm thinking the other way. I think Lucky Number Nine have kind of underperformed a lot at the start, and they look like they're beginning to maybe kind of find their groove a little bit. So I'm gonna go with 2-0 for them. Yeah.
Okay. Before I give my prediction here, Black Up, are you guys gonna be doing any fucking Grok AI drafts, like any fucking crash out on an 8 pick quap, like before I fucking look stupid? Like, are you guys gonna do anything retarded, or like, can I actually give a prediction?
I have been told that Stretchy has gotten his fill of experimental drafts. So
Okay, so this is actually gonna be locked in. Okay, well, with that being said, it is gonna be HO fully locked. They're not gonna use Grok. For that reason, I'm probably gonna say lucky number 9 2-0. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
oof.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I think it's gonna be a tie. I honestly think it's gonna be a tie. I think that this is gonna be a tie, and then if Bonk doesn't get the 2-0 like I think, and that's a tie, that's gonna be really spicy. Because then there's gonna be
Yeah.
tiebreakers for, if that happens, which I could see that happening. So, anyway, to round it off, Black Up, how do you think your team is going to do this week in this do or die must win series? How do you think you guys are going to do?
Sometime I think last year, North America came together for this wonderful partnership. We had so much promise
We
and
did.
camaraderie,
We did.
and now it's like a civil war. We're brothers against brothers. I don't even know who I want to win being on one of the teams. But I do know AOHK Bibbles is on helmets on, so I hope he fucking tanks and lucky number 9 2-0s.
Oh, fuck. Listen, all I know is that with all the chaos in the world, I think that partnership is needed now more than ever. Black Up,
I agree with you.
It will
Yeah.
return. It will return, guys. And on that note, thanks everyone for tuning in. Apologies for the late upload. Got a nice little long one here though. Double week. We will be back to the normal scheduled program next week. Well, I guess this week technically, and it will not take an extra amount of time. So, thank you everyone and have a good night.